Where is it? Ah, here it is. Yay. Okay. So, you see a second one. Just give me a second. Reveal areas. See second one, which is you see a second one, which is here, and it sees you, aims it, gun at you, but you're first, you're fast, and your pistols are reloaded.
Before I start shoot, or as I'm shooting, I'm gonna do a full attack on it with the Mauser.
Is it again full auto?
Yes, with both of them.
Of course it is.
I like Jack already.
Take it.
As I'm shooting at him, I yell out, "Guys, there's a big fat guy over here."
I'm Big Bone, you bastardi.
Yeah, but you also notice this guy, big guy, fat guy, who's on the ground shaking, and Dominick is choke holding him.
Dominick is stepping on his throat or face or whatever.
Hey, you don't know how long these things stay down. It's gotta make sure they stay down for a while.
That's a lesson I learned XCOM Terror from the Deep with the goddamn lobster man. You stun them, you pick them up, and they, after just a turn or so, they wake up and they kill you.
So if I was using both of them on full auto,
Just two attacks at -6, no?
No. Just roll the and then you.
And I was supposed to add something to power attack bonus, right?
No. You then roll additional or the 8.
Okay, so I just have everything as 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have +1 attack from the tactics of Enzo.
And
But-
that is in additional attack bonus?
Yeah.
Depends if you have point blank. It also applies.
I don't think he has.
Okay,
Let's see.
By the way, I tell Enzo, careful trap here.
You missed with the second, but you nicked him with the first attack. Oh no, no, you didn't. Yeah, you missed him. You completely missed him. Yeah, sorry.
So I don't need to roll those extra.
If you wish, you can use one of your hero points to reroll.
How many do I have?
You have 2.
Permission.
Permission. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Let's see. Not flanking. Yeah.
The music is not creepy enough. Be creepy.
One.
No. Okay. And so you hear, you see this, the second floating alien. I mean, you hear how Jack screams. There's another one. He's aiming his gun at him.
Yep. My last 2 shots. It's again I'm using relentless assault.
He runs, pushing everybody aside, screaming. Something, I don't know. I mean, something, some profanity in Italian.
I'm getting hungry, let's just finish him.
This is a good soundtrack for Egyptian teams, by the way. For next time.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I think I have a second Egyptian type raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haha! More surprises from the DM. More music. It's full of surprises.
So I kind of.
Yeah, you hit him with the first attack, and you're still using explosive ammo.
Of course, this is my last.
Yeah, you completely shred him to pieces. But the gun, this time it falls on the ground. It falls on over here. But the corpse falls into the pieces of the corpse.
Intentional.
Yeah, completely.
I was.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys should do a little bit more non-lethal.
It's alright. We only need one.
Enzo looks at Dominic befuddled, absolutely like what? It looks at his the smoking rifle in his head. Looks at Dom, looks at his rifle again, and just shakes his head. Newbies. And just,
You in this team, you should then ask questions.
Yeah. We only need one per type, okay? The other guy had bad luck.
You just it strode into a devastating encounter with humans.
Also
Okay.
careful not to touch their guns or anything. Let the extraction team take care of those.
Let them explode.
Well, we had big problem.
Oh wait, they explode? What?
They do. Yeah, they can even melt people who try to use them. Sometimes it's bad stuff. Usually we leave it to scientists. Then scientists 1 month later give us better guns to us.
I take out that pistol, I just calmly put it on the ground.
Yeah, I'll slightly move here and kick this guy to unconsciousness.
And I say, you should probably kick it a bit harder so it actually rolls off the edge.
If I kick harder, I could accidentally kick Dominick's head and it would roll down here. Don't want that, right?
Oh, come on. Okay, so
So we do a non-lethal coup de grace.
you killed this one is captured. You call the soldiers on the radio again, and while Enzo reloads his and Jack reloads they reload their magazines. Two of the soldiers, the same soldiers, they do not have chains. They have another piece of rope. They tie the creature and they both look at it. One of them pukes in the pit, like because they have they started to smell, to reek, like it's horrible.
Yeah,
come on.
it's better if you bring boxes and put every alive alien in boxes and close the box.
They drag the living one. They drag it away, and they're like, why? One of them says to the other, why, Sergeant? Why is this? Is this happening to us? And the sergeant said, why? We signed up for that. This is this is war. And the first one says, but Sergeant, this is not. Those are aliens. The sergeant says, yeah, aliens, schmalians. They die like the rest, like the communists. It's exactly the same. And he completely moves away.
So I'll try, before he moves away, I'll try my legendary diplomacy checks to calm him down, to reassure him.
Oh,
Wait.
can I also try to perform one?
Fuck! I rolled a natural 20, but I have a -3, by the way. So
Oh.
I actually rolled a -2 once. Okay.
So
I mean, like,
got...
I rolled a 3 and I got a 22.
Oh, nice. So you both calm down. You calm down both the soldiers, and they feel reassured that the proper specialists, like the chosen specialists, are doing their job, like kicking butt and taking names, and also capturing, which is something that you never did in this party, but probably
Actually,
because
we did. One did. It was like by accident, but we did capture one alive, like the really small ones, or the bitey, right?
yeah.
But only one.
Okay, so you managed to clear this space. The professor says that this is the statue of Anubis, of the keeper of the dead, and quote-unquote assistance to Osiris, the god of the dead. And
What Anubis? This is a sushi.
no, it isn't.
It's a sushi.
No, it isn't.
It's wolf in.
Yeah.
But people don't know that. So it's a sushi, which sounds funny in English and other languages.
Okay, so you see, you look at it, and it seems that this actually is some sort of a platform, reinforced platform, very expertly crafted, built. Jack, you look at it in your mind at the ancients' ability to create such intricate stuff, and this is actually very hard to build underground, and it baffles you how they did it without cranes, and it's strange.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Yeah.
Okay. From now on, you should make your hair grow. You know, like afro look. That would.
And do that meme with that guy Katsulas, or what was his name?
Yeah.
Aliens.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, where are you going?
I could disarm that trap.
You do that.
Okay.
When you do that, I will just check up front, of course.
Wait, Jack, are there any arrows? Check for holes for arrows. If there are, we should send them. Dominick first.
I should make a macro, like a scouting macro.
Okay. See over here, there is a trap. It is a pressure trap pit, and you're 100% sure that if you step here, you will simply fall into some sort of a hole, a pit, with a nasty surprise on the bottom, or it might be very, very deep. It's you could try and leap over
Not
it.
here, no traps here. Go ahead, Dominick.
Okay. I do my own check, real quick.
If he doesn't notice at the last second, I pull him away when things drop.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I just
pull
walk.
him away.
Okay.
Yeah, I wait for the trap to trigger and then I pull him away. I'm like prepared to do that.
Okay, you pull him away, so
but I want to see him like starting to fall, and then I pull him over. That's the point. I need him to be scared.
Goddamn Finnish jokes. Oh,
As you pull him back up, he doesn't seem to have a reaction on his face to that. Oh, thank you. Kind of dusts himself off a little bit.
Yeah, you should be careful. Don't believe what others say. Always check yourselves too.
Don't trust my teammates. Got it.
goddamn Finnish bastards. Okay, so you
Sorry,
managed
you are a newbie. We need to sometimes,
Well, I do want to stealthily
Mikko,
continue
let's
onwards.
be honest, it doesn't matter if he's a veteran or not. You're Finnish.
So
Uh,
I throw a rock around the corner and I try to disarm the trap. Do I need to? I should do a roll for that, right?
yeah, you should roll a disable device.
Come on.
Yeah, you disable it.
Yeah.
You disable it.
And nothing happened when I threw that rock.
Well, when you threw the rock, the blades, there are two blades actually, one is horizontal, one is vertical. They emerge from the slits. They're very tight, they're not wide blades, wide discs, very well crafted, and they're made by somebody who is very, who was a very good at his craft. They're made of hardened bronze, alloy or something. They are still sharp, and even after those old years, they have not developed that molds. I mean that thing over the bronze that appears are over many years. They look almost pristine.
I make a note to bring more than a handful of rocks for the next mission because they are useful.
Oh yes, they are. Okay, so after you step over here, over the trap, you see. See what you see. See. Okay. And you see.
Ooh.
Oh, I am moving stealthily, by the way. Did my checks. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You see, Jack. You see that statue over here, and you see another sarcophagus. This time it looks Egyptian, and you see two jackals, two statues of jackals, very old. They almost look older than the tomb itself. They're made of a black marble with some gold incrustations over the necks, like collars, like dog collars. Their mouths are open, and their eyes are made of precious stones. Over here, you see Dominick. You see a standing sarcophagus that looks that is of a newer design, like from the time of the Ptolemy dynasty. And over here, you see a big reinforced Greek, ancient Greek designed crate.
Oh god.
Alright. I'm going to just look on both sides for traps real quick. Let's see, where's my spots?
Jack, you should also roll a spot for traps.
I throw a rock and then I do the roll.
Jesus.
Okay.
The sarcophagi is trapped. Dominic, you see, it has on the lid on the sides. It has some sort of green protein, almost like if somebody had placed one of those old Egyptian acid traps, pressured acid on it, and when you push the lid, it blows in your face and on yourself. And this, when you look at the crate itself, it's somehow still not yet rotten, because the wood itself was encrusted with silver and copper, and a little bit of bronze. It's definitely Greek, perhaps from the time of the Ptolemy. It looks still very sturdy, but the trap that it has is perhaps it is some sort of blades that it will impale anybody who opens the lid. But once you know what the trap is, you could try and dodge it or do something else, something creative.
Okay.
Jack, you throw a rock where?
I throw one straight ahead and one at the dog. Why?
Well, when the rock falls over here, the dogs spray acid.
Oh.
Yeah, and over here, it stays like a small cloud of acid, and it slowly starts to dissipate in the air.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm just going to group up with everybody else.
Good choice.
Hey,
Good choice!
hey, Mikko. Mikko,
Yes.
those are traps because I'm not an asshole, so I told you.
By the way, Dominic, you see a poor fellow who tried to poke at this side of the lid, and some of the trap kind of exploded in his face and melted his face.
Can some of you know how to disable these traps without activating?
I can probably do it.
Okay, then I will call the scientist again, but they need to get some planks, wooden planks, so we can go through here, like this.
Yes. They one of the soldiers brings.
Okay, so first let's disable those traps, and then
brings two planks, and places them over this pit so you can safely walk over.
okay, I'll just take 10. I think 25 is enough.
25 is more than enough to leap over.
27 actually.
Okay, so which trap would it be first?
Well, depends on Jack. Jack does.
Oh yeah, depends on Jack. It's his choice.
I
Quick question.
continue.
There's a wall here, or is it like an open space?
No. You see here. Just give me a second. You see a staircase down and a skeleton. That's that has missing head. Like something happened with his head.
Not going that way.
Does this skeleton have anything of interest on him?
Yeah, it looks like some of his stuff still kind of present. You could try and search it.
Yeah, I'll search it.
You find a small copper. It's like a very small container, like those made for the old shoe polishes. You know, they're round and very small, big. And when you open it, you find a lot of coins in it. Very old coins. Let's see what your luck is. Roll me.
Luck is usually charisma.
No,
No,
it isn't. Okay, so roll me 1d20.
1.
Okay, so you find only 5 coins. They look old. Some of them have Egyptian hieroglyphics on them and engraved faces of ancient rulers or militaries. You know that, but they look really ancient. And on the bottom, inside of the container, it has something written in ancient Egyptian. You're not really sure what it is. So it has a couple of things written in ancient Greek.
Well, I just throw that stuff in my bag and keep moving on.
So Jack, what is your choice? Which trap would you want to disarm?
I'm gonna disarm the Greek trap. So
The
box.
the box. Okay. So go over there.
I have a plan.
You have an insidious plan. Does it involve rocks?
No, but it involves throwing. Because I know there's a trap, but I don't know how it works. I'm gonna pick up one of those planks from that over the pit and chuck it at the chest to see what happens.
Well,
Like
you
from
check it
around
in
the
the chest.
corner, so that I'm like,
Okay. You check it in the chest, and the chest, something inside the chest clicks, and a bunch of blades, like dagger-sized blades, very sharp looking and long, stiletto size long, just appear from holes, hidden holes inside of the chest. And probably you would imagine that if you were there and trying to open it with your hands, they might have impaled you. But yeah, they click and you push the lid up with the plank. It opens. So what? Nah, okay. It works. So you see a lot of coins inside. They're silver with Greek letters on them, and they have a face on the back, a woman's face, a very ugly one.
I'm going to use like sleight of hand or something like that to nick like 2 or 3 coins and put it in my right pocket.
Okay.
Do you know why I'm doing this?
Of course. Oh god. Oh Jesus.
What do I roll for that?
Sleight of hand. If you don't have it, just roll dexterity checks. You don't have to look it in the skill list.
It is in the skill list already, but I haven't...
Yeah, it is, but if you don't have points in it,
Oh,
you don't need to
okay, dexterity.
waste your time over. No, Dominic, you see him trying to nick. He takes 3 coins and puts them in his pocket, but you see him.
I step
And
over
he-
next to it.
I put my pointing finger over my mouth, like, shh.
Yeah, you
And
put
I just kind of like stare at him, and while I'm staring at him, I try to nick about 10 coins without him noticing.
I wink at him.
you out.
I got a 20 total, so.
Nice. and then well, orders, yeah, you have to preserve the artifacts. Okay, guys, we're preserving them. They're in our pockets. They're safe.
I haven't said that I'm not gonna give it back. I'm borrowing
Jesus.
it.
I'm not giving it
Of course
back.
you are. Of course you are. Okay. So, what about the sarcophagus? And
And the missing planks over the pit.
yeah, you take them and you put them back. Perhaps, probably.
I'm
But-
not gonna be, okay, I'm gonna be nice and do that.
Nice thing will be to disable all traps well. Yeah, what is this? Is
It's
it a
another statue.
of-
Yeah,
wait,
another
okay.
statue.
I also tell people there's a lot of traps in like the room that we didn't go into due to the saw blades, but I didn't bother, so I grouped up with you guys.
Yes, yes. Take. Okay, now I see it well. It's the statue of the princess, right?
She's
This statue is
Isn't
when
it
you
the
call
Tartari?
no when you call the professor, he says that this is the statue of another queen of Egypt, another pharaoh of Egypt, which this one is very important. She built she ordered the great city of Hamunaptra built, and she was a priestess of Osiris.
Does she have a name?
Yes, her name is Neftu.
F2, okay.
I also
Isn't
told the
this-
people.
Isn't that
Oh.
Isis though?
It's they sometimes sometimes they make her her statues with the likeness of Isis.
Okay, so on the right Isis, on the left Nefertari, by the way. Just to...
Yeah. Okay, so in this case,
Oh, we are just disabling traps, I think.
Yeah,
Jack didn't, open it or steal it, right?
yeah. Are you going to try with acid trap over here, Jack?
Well, I tell the people that, as we agreed, we'd do one trap each because I'm just here because I have to, and I've
don't you
already
have-
risked my life multiple times. So I think somebody else might want to give it a try.
Don't you have disabled device? I mean, aren't you an expert on these things?
Yes.
Yeah, our expertise.
Yes.
As you've seen, our expertise lies more in making aliens explode, burn, and make sure that they don't kill others.
Fine, I'll do it. But before I do, I try to use sleight of hand to grab some more coins. I consider it payment for doing it.
Yeah, do.
But you get paid regularly.
Don't
Every
worry,
month.
This is
let them-
bonus pay. This is bonus pay.
let them
Hey, we're leaving all the major stuff intact.
Let them.
I'm doing sleight of hand. You wouldn't know.
I don't think your sleight of hand is high enough for me not to notice, but okay.
What is your bonus to
Okay.
spot?
Plus 17.
My sleight of hand's high enough.
Okay, good.
Aha.
Ah.
Haha, yes, of course, everybody sees you. By the way, Enzo,
But don't worry, I don't say anything. I
you're
just
going
let
to
you
move.
finish this.
No, Andrew is sitting there,
Since-
like swinging his gun, whistling, and being on the lookout.
Since
Okay.
Since I realized people saw me, I'm gonna.
No, you think nobody saw you.
Oh.
Just this is how it actually works. Unless somebody tells you that he saw you, you think that every time that you roll a skill check for anything except some physical thing, that, for example, jumping over a pit or running faster or whatever, if when you roll you think that this is the very best result that you could achieve
Okay.
for the moment. Yeah, this is how role play wise.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna stand around this corner like that. I'm gonna throw 2 or 3 coins at the sarcophagus.
Why?
And nothing happens.
Okay. I tell the guys.
Yeah,
I know I'm supposed to be the expert, but throwing stuff actually didn't work. but I'll still give it a try. Just don't get your hopes up. That's like my.
Wait, didn't you disarm this already? And there's the acid here only to disable.
Yeah, that's the one I threw coins at.
From here.
Yeah.
Okay, good choice.
Okay, I'm gonna guess go a bit closer and do disarm. Or disable device, I mean. I'm gonna die.
Don't worry.
You easily disable it. You manage to
Thanks to my.
remove
I
the
actually-
compressed air so that the acid doesn't explode. And when you open the sarcophagus, you see the vials of acid. One of them has been expanded. It's on this side, on the left side. On the one on the right side, you can take it. The vial looks very beautifully made out of green glass. Looks ancient, very ancient.
I'm gonna.
But it still looks fine and
I'm gonna
strong.
wrap it in cloth and bring it for scientific purposes.
And inside the sarcophagus you find a mummy. It's just a regular mummy. It has been robbed. It lacks all of its burial jewelers. Also, somebody had slashed through its mummy wrappings, and you see its hideous. You see its hideous face staring right. Romeo will. It looks really hideous, like somebody had forcefully opened the mummy's mouth and tried to look for additional light. Opened eyes to a complete desecration. Looks horrifying.
I kind of half jokingly yell back, "This thing's empty, who did it?"
I did.
Yeah.
How
Sure.
how did you get past me without me noticing or disabling the trap?
I'm a specialist.
I'm not going to question it. I'll say, okay, good job.
Okay.
Okay. I take 10 to check this for traps and then go forward.
Over here, there is no traps. Over here, you see another blade, very similar to this one over here.
Okay. I throw this guy here at the skeleton.
Okay. The blades.
Like I lift it up, the skeleton. Probably so slightly still adhesive bones. So I pick it carefully, the whole thing. Hopefully it doesn't crumble. And then I make it standing, touch the ground, and then I let it go.
Yeah, it crumbles to the ground, and the trap activates, slices the air, like the blade, slices the air, and then retracts back into the wall.
Okay, so tuck, basically.
Yeah, the trap is still. Let's see. Still active, so I'm gonna mark it. Okay.
Yeah, you have to open the rest of the map better.
Just a second.
To what degree was so somebody who's not in that room would not know what just happened, right?
You can hear the screech.
Ah, okay.
The